can't tell you how many times in the coaching world I've heard the word embody. Embody the life that you want to have. Embody the person that you want to be. Embody the goal and the outcome. If you're like most people, you're probably like, what does that even mean and where do I begin? The good news is you don't have to try to rack your brain trying to figure it out. In today's video, I'm going to share exactly how you can begin your embodiment process and step into the next level version of who you're called to be. The definition of embody is to show or be in alignment with what it is that you want. So basically, you're acting as if it has already happened, whatever goal it is that you desire. And so I want to break down how you go through the embodiment process. The first step of embodiment is to really give yourself full permission to change. When I first heard the word embodiment, I felt like sometimes it's like faking it till you make it, or being a fraud or feeling like a fraud. But the reality is we are made for change. Even if you think of nature, still water becomes stagnant because it's meant to move. Same thing with us. I'm a firm believer that if God wanted you to stand still, he would have given you roots and not feet. There's a reason you have feet, because we're meant to grow, we're meant to change, and we're meant to move. The problem is most of us like to stay in our comfort zone where it's safe and where it's familiar. And in response, we don't give ourselves permission to change. But what I'm challenging you to do is give yourself permission to change, changing more into who it is that you desire to be. But that first begins with giving yourself that permission. The second step to your embodiment journey is to recognize that systems and strategies are not the answer. A lot of times we put our effort and energy into those systems and those strategies and different supports. But the reality is 90% of growth happens because we made a decision to allow it in, to make those shifts, to make those adjustments. And when you recognize the power that you have to make a shift just like this, simply by shifting your mind, you're able to not only acknowledge that power, but really be able to step into it. Now, I'm not at all telling you or misleading you to believe that making a decision for growth and for moving into more of who you're called to be is going to be easy or always fun. But what I can guarantee is it's going to be worth it. So once you commit to making that decision, you're putting yourself on that fast track to the outcome that it is that you desire and deserve. Finally, we move to our third step on your embodiment journey. Now, the third step is kind of 2 in 1. The first part of it is identifying who it is that you want to embody. Like, what does that person and version of you look like? And then why is this important? Now, I'll touch on the why, and then we'll kind of go into like how to really embody that, how to really make that a practice. So your why is so important because if you're embodying somebody or something or some form of success because someone told you to, you're not going to have that drive and that momentum to keep showing up for it. But when you have a really strong why, you'll show up day after day after day, because motivation wanes. But if you have a strong why, that constantly renews your motivation. It's like that generator that kind of keeps you going. So for example, if you're like, I want to embody a successful life coach that changes people's lives all over the world because I want to leave a legacy. That's a really powerful why. You want to change lives. You want to leave a legacy. That's amazing. If you're like, I want to be a really successful life coach because I hate my job and this feels like an easy switch, that's not a really strong why, right? That's just you trying to get away from a job. And what's going to end up happening is you're likely going to just chase a new job or settle for the job you have. So you want to have a very, very powerful why that's going to give you that motivation to show up for stepping into that next level over and over and over again. The second part of that third step is really being able to lay out what it looks like, okay? I highly recommend journaling and visualization together to help you successfully step into that embodying practice. So first things first, take a moment and just get still with yourself. Get still with your thoughts. What is this person that you'd like to embody? Is it another version of you? Is it maybe somebody that you admire, bits and pieces of their life or their personality? What does that look like? What does that feel like? What do you see? What do you hear? What do you taste? What do you smell? Bring in all of your senses. Visualization is such a powerful activity. And if I can be honest, a lot of times as adults, we are told that visualization is immature or childish, and it's something that we should have done as a child. But visualization is really a powerful tool because it connects with your subconscious mind. And what we don't talk about enough is your subconscious mind is much like a robot. So when you're visualizing and you're connecting powerful images and ideas and things that you desire with your subconscious mind is going to go to task for you. It's going to determine what is it that I can do to help her bring this to fruition, to help this come full circle. And it's such an amazing tool that even Olympic athletes use visualization to help them be successful in their competitions. That's not by accident, but it's because scientifically, visualization is proven to be a powerful tool because your body responds biochemically so excited, so ready to like bring it together. With that visualization, I always recommend that you journal. So journal out your thoughts, write out what it looks like, and understand you're not married to any of these things because you may journal something today and it may look different tomorrow. That's okay. You can expand upon the journal. You can expand upon the vision. In fact, you should constantly be growing. You should constantly be expanding. So what I recommend is journal those thoughts that come to mind. What type of woman are you? What type of characteristics does she have? What time does she get up in the morning? What time does she go to bed at night? How does she spend her day? What kind of job or business do you run? What kind of people are you surrounding yourself with? Who do you live with? Who do you live around and where do you live? What does your environment look like? What are your hobbies? What do you do on your downtime? How do you take care of yourself? I could literally go on and on and on. And the cool thing about it is there's no restraints. There's no red tape. You literally get to use your imagination to create exactly what it is that you desire, and more importantly, what it is that you deserve. After you complete your journal activity and you really involve visualization, you now get to take intentional and aligned action. What you'll notice is when you get into the routine of journaling and processing and reflecting and visualization and all of those things, you'll start to notice that you get intuitive downloads or guidance or direction that tells you what step to take. So for example, you may say that I want to be a best-selling author. And then you may start thinking, wow, best-selling authors really coordinate and collaborate with different people. So now I have this idea that I would love to have a guest feature on a blog. Let me reach out to see whose blog I could be featured on, right? Starting to take aligned action with where you want to be, not where you are. The biggest mistake I find that people make is that they think that when they get to this level, then they'll start to act like it. But that's not how it works, because you'll never get there if you don't even believe it's possible and start embracing it now, here, right where you are. Okay? And answering these questions allows you to really dig deep. It allows you to take time. It allows you to process. It allows you to reflect. And more importantly, it allows you to make adjustments that are in alignment with where it is that you desire to be. The embodiment journey is such an amazing practice. I am a firm believer that if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Simply put, if you hold the vision in your mind, you can bring the vision to life in your reality. And so I would love for you to dive in. Don't just watch this video and check it off and say, all right, I did my thing. I did my due diligence. I want you to really take time and begin to embody exactly who it is that you want to be. Because here's what I need you to know. She is you. And you are her, and you are only one decision away from stepping in to that next level. If you're looking for more tools and more strategies and more support on your journey to designing and living the life that you desire and deserve, I have just the thing for you. If you use the link below, you can join my totally free Live Your Best Life training, where I walk you through the process of how to not only identify your best life, but to begin to live it. Simply put, I help you bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be. And it's totally free, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. Use the link below, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.